Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Stuff Your Kindle Day reflection video. Now, I did not film a vlog like I did the last time we had Stuff Your Kindle Day. So a few of my friends and I participated in Stuff Your Kindle Day. We've done it a couple of times now and we have always tried to be at least a little bit accountable for what we're downloading from those by talking about sort of what we've read. And while I haven't read a significant number and I couldn't film a vlog because I was reading these in October when I had about 6 vlogs on the go at any given point in time, I did manage to read 4 books from what I downloaded, which is only a very small percentage of what I downloaded, but I tried a different way of sort of picking them. So I did have a poll up and I had categorized the books into books by new to me authors who I had never read before, books by authors I have read before, and then I had a separate category for myself, which was books that I really wanted to try and read from this list. So people got to vote in the first 2 categories of which ones they thought they wanted to see. And then I took the top 3 voted books from each category, had a list, and then I just sort of picked and chose what I felt like from that list because I'm very mood ready in October. So the top 3 books that people had in the poll for books by new to me authors were Bound by Trish Heinrich, Leviathan Song by Elsie Winters. I nearly said Elsie Silver. Totally different author. And also Renovation of Love by Mika James. Now, from these 3 books, I actually read the first one, which was Bound by Trish Heinrich. So this is book 2 in the Monsters and Artifacts series. It is a why choose polyamorous, paranormal, monsterish romance story between Stella and 2 gargoyles named Isaac and James. So in this particular story, all 3 of these characters end up going undercover to try and catch a serial killer. This one was really kind of fun in that just the character types were really interesting. Like Stella was a really great female protagonist. We had a daddy dom gargoyle and we had a cinnamon roll sub gargoyle who were just absolutely precious together. Like the combination of all 3 of them were just absolutely gorgeous. And I know that because my monster romance girlies like to know this, there is nodding in this one. And I just liked the character dynamics. The writing was really fun and fast paced and it was just an all around good time. And I would be interested in continuing this series just because I had such a good time reading it. I will say there are content warnings in here for a few things that are historical or off page. There is death of a parent, stalking and partner abuse, but overall the book itself was a really fun and easy read and it was a good pick to read in October. For the second category, which were books by authors that I have read, I had He's Not My Boyfriend by Jackie Lau, Lacuna by N.R. Walker, and The Rival Bid by Reese Ryan. And I actually read 2 books from this category. So I read He's Not My Boyfriend by Jackie Lau, which is, I think, the 2nd book in the Chin Sister series, maybe. This is the story of Iris, who doesn't have a boyfriend, is very happy being independent, but her mother and grandmother are concerned that she's not dating anyone. And so they try and meddle, but Iris is fiercely independent. She is a structural engineer. She loves her job. She is quite happy just to have one night stands. And she ends up having this one night stand with a guy and doesn't think anything of it until she works onto a job site that she has been assigned, or to a project she's been assigned, and discovers that he's the project manager. And this causes issues for her because she doesn't like mixing work and pleasure at all because she knows how difficult it is to get respect as a woman in STEM in her field. Meanwhile, Alex is just kind of besotted by her and is the one to really pursue something more than just a one night stand. And it was really fun. I mean, Jackie Lau was very consistent. Her stories, I mean, she's Canadian, so all of her stories are set in Canada, which to me is a nice change of pace. And the story itself deals not only with their relationship, but also the complex nature of, you know, just families. Iris ends up living with her grandmother for a period of time and her grandmother is obviously getting older and struggles with an injury at one point, which, you know, brings with it its own set of emotions. So I really enjoyed this one. I didn't read Lacuna by N.R. Walker, but I did read The Rival Bid by Reese Ryan. This one is a black love story set in Chicago. We have Camilla who loves to restore old homes to their former glory, and she's come back home and she has the opportunity to buy up and restore some properties in town, but she doesn't really have the capital to do it unless she teams up with Mackay, who is someone she has known most of her life, and they have totally different aesthetics. He's in real estate and buying up properties is what he does, but he is very firmly in the camp of gentrifying the area, and the person who owns all of these properties is not willing to sell to one of them individually because he doesn't want to see it redeveloped for gentrification, but he also knows that it's not a sound deal to sell it to Camilla, who doesn't really have the resources to do what it is that she plans to do yet. But he is willing to sell it to them both. And so it's a forced proximity situation. They're working together. It was really fun. There's also a charity auction in here, which was super fun. and is, you know, a really great way to have a forced proximity situation between characters. And then the last category were books that I wanted to read. I actually only picked 2 that I put on this list. So I had Camp Pounce by Shy August and Grumpy as Puck by Elizabeth Links, which unfortunately I DNF'd Grumpy as Puck by Elizabeth Links because I'm a picky person when it comes to my hockey romances, and this one just, it annoyed me. I was going to persist, but it bothered me. It was more just the writing style and the characterization. I'm sure someone else would really enjoy the book. I really wanted to enjoy it because I like the title, but didn't work for me. But I did read Camp Pounce, which is another paranormal Why Choose story. And this one is about Sally Ann, who is a shifter whose mother ends up booking her into this speed dating shifter camp. Sally Ann is not very impressed by the fact that she's been sent off to this camp because she's an adult. But when she's there, she ends up collecting this, you know, little gaggle of men who just absolutely adore the ground that she walks on. This one is very short and fun and is a really great quick read if that's what you're after. So yes, that is my wrap up for the Stuff Your Kindle Day from, I think it was September, must have been September. I'm thinking that I will probably at some point do a try a chapter or something with the other books that I have collected over the last couple of Stuff Your Kindle Days, just so I start getting through a few more of them. But yeah, like it's been fun to sort of try and at least get to a couple of the titles within a reasonable period of time, because I can be really terrible, especially at the minute as I've got a whole stack of physical books that I'm reading. It can be hard to get back to my ebooks because I've prioritized other things. So this has been really good. In the comments, I'd love to know if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts are on them, or if you also participated in Stuff Your Kindle Day and have read a few other titles, feel free to let me know. I will leave a list of all of my friends who are also participating in this little mini collaboration of reflecting on the last Stuff Your Kindle Day down below as well. If you want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a house emoji down below. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.